You often hear this phrase in criminal cases, beyond a reasonable doubt. That phrase is the standard that is used in all criminal jury trials to decide another person's guilt or innocence. It's so important that the judge reads the jury an instruction called the burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt twice, once at the beginning of the case and then right before the jury hears closing arguments. It's sort of like the instruction manual or operating system. Let me read a piece of that instruction. It is a doubt which is not a vague, speculative, or imaginary doubt, but such a doubt as would cause reasonable people to hesitate to act in matters of importance to themselves. Let's break that down. What are simple examples of matters of importance? Like getting married, getting divorced, getting major surgery. Something that pulls at your guts. For instance, if you were traveling with your family, you were at a tiny rural airport, and it's one of those very small planes, and they announce that there's mechanical problems. Then you look out the window and there's a hole in the wing, and the mechanics are putting duct tape over the hole. Then they announce you can board, but something in your gut says, I just don't feel comfortable getting on that plane. That hesitation is an example of a doubt. Let's break it down further with this chart. The prosecution has the burden of proof. They must prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. Looking at the bottom of the chart where it says suspicion, a citizen can't even be stopped in their car on what is called suspicion. There must be more. There must be a reasonable belief that a crime was committed, and under the law, that is called probable cause. That is why it is above suspicion on the ladder of proof. That probable cause is all you need to arrest and charge someone. That reasonable belief that a crime might have been committed is all the evidence that is needed to charge a citizen. That charge is often referred to as an allegation, that someone alleged something against you. That's all that is needed to arrest someone. The next rung on the ladder is the preponderance of evidence, more likely than not. And that is the standard used for car accidents or personal injury, where the parties are fighting over money. That is called a civil case. The next rung on the ladder is what is called a clear and convincing standard of proof. That is used for cases like slander or defamation, when people are arguing over reputation, or social services removing a child from the home. When there's a hearing or a trial on that kind of issue, that is the standard of proof. Removing a child from a home has a dramatic impact on the child and the parents. So that clear and convincing standard is a burden of proof in those types of cases, but it's still a civil case. At the top is the standard of beyond a reasonable doubt in criminal cases. Why is that beyond a reasonable doubt standard so high? Why is it above money, above removing a child from a home? Because freedom is at stake. Even the judge will instruct the jury that the defense has no burden. They don't even have to call a single witness, or ask a single question, or put on any evidence. The prosecution has the burden of proof, and it never shifts to the defense. At the end of criminal cases, if jurors have a doubt about the prosecution's evidence, the law of reasonable doubt allows the jury to find the person charged not guilty. The important thing to remember is that at the very beginning of the case, jurors are all the way down at the bottom of the ladder, called probable cause, a reasonable belief that a crime was committed. And now you can see from the ladder of proof that jurors have to go above the civil standards to beyond a reasonable doubt, a place where there is no hesitation, no reasonable doubt, before they can find another citizen guilty of a crime. I'm Kinaree Eichner, and I hope this discussion about the presumption of innocence helped you understand what beyond a reasonable doubt really means. Thank you.